Yeah, I'll do it for the second one. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, you're learning about
All right. Oh, there we go. Very good. All right. Good morning, Ybor. How we doing? Good to see you. For all of those that have been here before, raise your hand real quick. All right. For all of you, you notice something different today, right? Yeah. We have a lot more energy in here today. We're gonna love it. We have something unique in store for you. But everything will run as normal. First message to everyone all the time is if you are parked on this block out here in this parking lot, you do want to take the time right now to go ahead, get in your car and move it across Palm Avenue to the lot over there, just to play it safe. So that's just a little housekeeping. I don't want you to have any troubles today in starting your day. So, but welcome everybody. I'm glad you're here. Not only do we have our new youth in the house, we have a lot of other new faces in the house. Everybody that has not been here at all, this is your first time here, please raise your hand. Look at that. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys. Keep spreading the word. 1 Million Cups is a nonprofit organization based out of Kansas City, Missouri, with the Kauffman Foundation. That foundation does an amazing a number of things. Their primary thing is entrepreneurship. 1 Million Cups, an organization called Fast Track. These are all things that are here to serve us as a community. This blends well with this facility that we're in. It's run by Hillsborough County, and it, as you know, the ECC stands for Entrepreneur Collaborative Center. These are county employees that are here to help sow the seeds and cultivate them for economic development from the ground up, if you will. Back to 1 Million Cups for those of you that are new. What it basically is every Wednesday at 9 a.m. we are here, just shy of a few days of the year, if it's a holiday, what have you. But 1 Million Cups allows typically 2 presenters that come up front and present their business concept for 6 minutes. And then about 15, 20 minutes beyond that, we, the community in the audience, get to ask them questions, perhaps offer up them some insight, even better, offer up some resources, maybe connect them with someone in the community that's going to help them advance much further, faster, whatever it is. We all know we could use the helping hand as we walk this journey. So this is a very comfortable space. We're not here to criticize. We're here to constructively build the people that have the courage to come up and be here this morning. So keep that in mind. Please invite others to come. I love the room like this. I wish it was this full on it. I feel like a preacher and you guys are go out there and then fill out the forms by your in your pews. No, we're more technologically advanced. We're going to ask you to promote this on social media. On Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, it's all 1 Million Cups Tampa. And then on Instagram, it's 1MCTPA. So please, there's going to be some amazing presentations here this morning. Take pictures of them and post them and invite your friends to come check this out. People hear about us, and when they come for the first time, they rarely miss a date forward. So please share that. Also, before we get started, on your tables around you, and some of you might have to get more creative because we're beyond our tables. There are 2 QR codes. The first one, someone could hold that one that's laying flat. Well, all of them are laying flat, but the one's a sheet of paper. I want you to scan that one because that's our attendance. And us organizers just recently saw some statistics, and we're kicking butt here at the Tampa chapter. There's about 150 chapters around the country. But one area that we could do better is attendance. We always have good attendance, but rarely do we check in. So they never see the attendance. Go ahead and check that. Scan that. It does ask for your email. I promise you they don't use it to email you. They just they track how frequent people come. And you might even win some 1MC swag if you do that. So please check it. The other QR code, that's on the placard, the smaller one. That one is for this facility, the Entrepreneur Collaborative Center. There is so much that happens here throughout every single week. Right after this, Toastmasters, I do a sales workshop tomorrow, and so on and so on. There's so many things that happen here. If you scan and get on the email list of the ECC, they do not spam you, but typically once a week, Tuesday mornings, you will get an email of all the great programming that happens here that you can take advantage of, which nearly every single thing is at no cost to you. So please do that as well. All right. With that said, let's get the ball rolling here. Our first speaker is Keshia Butler from Scraped Knee Finance. Everybody welcome Keshia.
You just request whatever. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good morning, everyone. My name's Keshia Butler. I'm a certified financial education instructor and the founder of Scrape Knee Finance. My company helps Black and Brown communities heal the relationship with money and build financial stability using realistic, behavior-focused strategies. When I created this company, I made it for people like me, those who stumbled into adulthood with little to no financial knowledge and financially scraped our knees because of it. But just like with any fall, I know you can get back up, and I help by showing how to do so. In the next 6 minutes, I'm going to show you what getting back up actually looks like as a strategy, as a business, and as a movement. Let's get started. So hopefully by the name Scrape Knee Finance, it's pretty clear you're talking to someone who's been through a thing or two. That's clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because between the ages of 19 to 23, child, I was deep diving into the pool of financial mistakes. I'm talking eviction, debt collectors, payday loans, all of it. It was rough, but that's okay. We fall and we get back up. I needed exposure to the right information, so I started applying to jobs that could teach me about the different areas of finance. And it's been quite a learning experience. As a licensed insurance agent, I learned about the dangers of being underinsured. As a mortgage loan processor, I learned about credit, debt, and what it takes to acquire assets. Underwriting both PPP and SBA loans taught me how to read tax returns, payroll ledgers, and balance sheets. Working as a bank teller gave me insight into people's average spending habits. Thanks to this wonderful concept called on-the-job training, I've spent the last 11 years learning what it takes to be financially whole. But here's the thing. Most people don't have 11 years or 7 to 8 job changes to finally get the information they need to change their life. When when you're barely making it, living paycheck to paycheck, or trapped in survival mode, it's more urgent. Generic financial advice does not create change. In fact, it often harms Black and Brown communities by creating a stigma that poor financial status is solely due to irresponsible spending habits. We've all heard the financial gurus online saying things like, just buy real estate, hustle harder. If you stop buying those $5 lattes, you'd be a millionaire. Look, blatantly ignoring systemic inequalities and pretending that everyone is starting from an equal place is not a motivator. It creates shame and avoidance. Scrutiny Finance speaks to the lived experiences of the individuals that we serve. We're not simply teaching financial literacy, and that's because there are enough presentations that go budget, save, invest. That's a start, but unless that information is going from your head to your heart, the notes will just stay in a notebook. What creates real change are lessons about confronting limiting beliefs, teaching how to move from survival mode to stability, and having open, honest conversations about cultural habits that are holding us back. What makes my company unique is that we treat mindset, lived experience, and community as the curriculum. And every product that we offer is built around that. Now, let's talk about the products. Through our offers, we're creating an immersive learning experience. Each product amplifies the others. So whether you find out about my company through social media, a workshop, or a workbook, all avenues lead to deeper learning that's tailored to us. Our website, social media, and monthly newsletter serve as lead generators. These are free resources where people get to sample our material. We keep it personable, down to earth, and real. So when you interact with these products, it really just feels like you're talking to your homegirl, hey, who works in banking and is learning and sharing what she's learning along the way. And that is and forever will be the foundation of Scrutiny Finance. We also have workshops. These are affordable group sessions, typically about $15 per person. Now, this is where we start incorporating community into the curriculum. Our workshops don't just deliver information. This is a safe space where you get to learn alongside people with similar experiences and make meaningful connections. Just like the slide says, you walk away with real tools, not just notes. We also have workbooks. These are self-paced journals designed for reflective learning. The workshops, like I said, they help you, well, they give you the opportunity to learn from others. The workbooks prompt you to explore your own mind and your own beliefs. Available at $20, our first workbook, Constructive Wisdom, Leveraging Your Life Lessons, will be released October 2026. Our corporate events are how we partner with nonprofits, universities, and corporations looking to bring fresh, dynamic, personal wellness programming to their people. Facilitated workshops start at $175 with additional workbooks available for purchase. And lastly, we welcome paid sponsorships starting at $150 per event. This is a meaningful way for financial institutions and local businesses of all sizes to support the cause and pay for direct visibility with the community that they say they serve. As we all know, money isn't always talked about openly, so a lot of us have been forced to figure it out on our own. Scrutiny Finance is here to help you change the narrative. Thank you.
Great job. Keshia. Before we get into the questions, just as a reminder, when it's your turn to talk, we're gonna raise your hand, and maybe even because we have a full room, especially we have a mic running around or mics running around. So raise your hand so a mic can come to you. And we'll start off with my question: is Keshia, what can we as a community do for you?
Ooh, I'm so happy you asked that. So, as I mentioned, I have a monthly newsletter. This is where you get, like I said, personable, down to earth, relatable material. I send it out once a month. The newsletter is not the typical, like, here's budget, here's save, here's invest. Again, we don't do that cookie cutter stuff. My newsletters are like right now we're doing a series called Rewriting the Money Lessons We Were Taught. This is where we're talking about common sayings that we all, like, for my millennials in the room, we grew up hearing. And while they served the prior generation, they were survival techniques. We heard things like money doesn't grow on trees, investing is risky, money is the root of all evil. So we're acknowledging where they came from, but we're also taking a moment to see, does this serve us now? These are the kind of conversations, and I say conversations because you can reply back to a newsletter. It's a conversation. These are the kind of conversations that we're having in our newsletter. So join the community. This is also where you find out where we have events, local here in Tampa, and just different things happening with the business. My other ask is, we would love an introduction. Now, I'm the type, I shoot my shot. These are the organizations. If you have a point of contact at these organizations, I would love an introduction. But let's say you don't know anybody on this list. What I'm looking for is to bring this curriculum to more people. So if your company has an employee resource group where you have groups like Women in Banking, that's a group that my company offers. Sometimes we have young Black professional groups. I want to be able to bring this curriculum because, again, it's tailored to us. So any type of groups dealing with Dress for Success, where they're helping women with professionalism and learning how to dress for success. Career Source, where they're helping people find careers and jobs. I want to be able to help with that. So we would love an introduction. Those are our two acts.
All right, let's start with Keshia. Keshia, if you'll, anyone that has a mic or
Thanks,
anything.
Walter, first.
Okay.
Hi, Walter.
Oh, great. Hey, great job. I really enjoyed your presentation. I got to see you do it in a dry run. Me personally, I have any questions because I've seen it. I love it. I don't know. I guess, what are you looking to scale to in the future?
So I do still work full time. Right now, we're looking to start doing workshops on a monthly basis. I typically do workshops on weekends, so I'll pair it together because because of who I'm looking to serve, I try to make it as accessible as possible. So not everyone can make it on a Saturday. We do Saturday and Sunday. Same workshop, just to give you those two options, and we tend to do it like midday from 1 to 2 o'clock. And that's been working so far. But the goal, as far as what I'm looking to scale to, is doing a workshop on a monthly basis.
Phenomenal presentation. That's really not. No, that's okay. Phenomenal presentation. I have a question, like, you walk us through the cost of each individual thing. And what it looks like is that the workshops for individuals equal, or rather that a corporate event would be roughly like 10, 15 people worth of paying for like someone to actually attend, right? So what I wanted to know is kind of how many people do you need in a month? How many workshops would you need to have in a month? How many corporate events do you need to have in a month for this to meet financial goal that you're setting for this company? And how would that change as you grow?
That's a really good question. As far as now, I want to address the word need in the sense of we are looking to scale and impact more people, but where I've been hosting my workshops, they don't have a cost for me. I've been able to partner with, my first one was at a financial institution. Now I'm working with a small business where I'm able to host, and that location can hold comfortably about 20 people. So it doesn't have a cost. And then with me creating the material, that doesn't have a cost. The biggest thing is keeping everything affordable for who I want to serve. So I set the pricing at $15 per person. That has been where we started. Now, sponsorship is a big thing because it helps me because I'm not going to pretend that everyone can afford $15. I do, because of, again, the individuals I want to serve, some of them cannot. So that sponsorship piece makes it more accessible and potentially free.
Have you started to cultivate your online presence? So what's that?
I can definitely do better. So we do have a website, scrapemefinance.com. The website has our articles up there, and it does have a way to connect with me by joining the newsletter and things of that sort. That newsletter goes out monthly, but you'd have to sign up to know. As far as social media, I am beginning to be more present. I just did 2 workshops last month that I have not yet released the videos, but something that I implemented this last one was exit interviews where the people, and thank you for Tim, because Tim actually filmed that. I didn't do anything. I was just there. But he was able to do interviews with some of the people that were attending to get their feedback right then and there. So that will be going online to create more brand awareness. Sorry, I did not know this was not up here at all.
Keshia? Hello, doesn't, okay. Great presentation. I love what you're doing. This is something that's definitely needed. I think what we see a lot of times is, people who are successful, they kind of forget what it's like to be on that bottom. So you starting at 15 per person is great. You going out to those communities is perfect. Is there a way, instead of sponsorships too, like if I were to go, can I pay it forward for another person? Like, do you have like an idea for that or a pot for that?
I love that suggestion. Thank you so much for that. I have not even for the sponsorship piece, I put it at $150 because I spoke with some small business owners who said that's a number that is attainable for them. Not big corporate, because we're giving back to our community and we matter more to each other than we do necessarily to these big corporations. That's just the honest truth. So sponsorship was my way of doing that, but I have not worked into the plan, working with individuals who maybe just want to buy a ticket for someone else. Maybe they can't attend, but they're like, I want to buy 2 tickets, $30, and paying it forward in that way. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
And Keshia, fantastic presentation. What you're doing resonates with me. That's why I got into banking, so that I could give back. I think that the path that you're choosing between the workshops, the workbooks, you're going to reach people. A couple things, Junior Achievement has a Biz Park or whatever it's called, where they go out and visit. I feel like there's a connection there because the schools do some work with them in advance. It's not enough. I volunteered there one time and I was trying to explain to them, it puts brown and black colored students at a disadvantage because it just says, oh, we'll put away this much of your paycheck before for savings. And it's not, it's like saying for retirement when they need an emergency fund to begin with. And I had to explain to them and put it in concept, like, let's say you have a car and you pop a tire. How are you gonna get that fixed? Because the credit scores they give you in these training, your credit score means you don't get a credit card. So what do? Those are the kind of things that you're teaching in the workbook that they can take home with them that resonates and they can refer back to it. Where a one day at that J.A. Bismarck, I don't think so. If anybody has a connection there, that I would love to connect her to that. Secondly, I think that if you can create a web, you said you're getting in social media, create a page, a drop page on your website where it shows some of these things so that if anybody here who this resonates with, when they go back and talk to their employer, they can say, look, $150, maybe I'm gonna donate my time, or I just wanna support her. They need to have something quickly that they can refer to if you're not available. So make sure that page is evident for sponsors. Having those videos for the testimonials, also Focus Clip or other type of app that can take your video from today and cut it into 15, 30-second spots that you can put on social media. I know that's a lot.
No, thank you.
Yeah, now I know we need to meet and get together. I'm very excited hearing your concept of experiential learning mindset first, which is absolutely straight on. I know a lot of white people who need this. So I gotta call you out on that. And I gotta tell you, I know a million white people who need it too. And it's not that, I think it's just mindset and agency and the feeling of empowerment that even no matter where you are, if you're on that low socioeconomic ladder, it feels unattainable. So I would love to help you with my tutoring system. And I wonder, are you a nonprofit?
I am not a nonprofit. I am a for-profit business. But so one thing I do want to talk about is target audience. Now, with this group especially, and Miranda says all the time, niche down till it's uncomfortable, and then do it again. I have the perspective of a Black millennial in America. So when it does come to my material, here's some attendees from my prior workshops. we have different demographics in the room, different income levels,
So
because
you'll
what they
expect
relate to,
others,
of course,
okay.
what they relate to is the concept that, again, I created this company for people who stumbled into adulthood. There was no blueprint. We're figuring it out as we go. So although, yes, I say, and I market and I make material for Black and brown communities because there's not enough things created for us. But it resonates with other people. We're not like, don't come to the door. No, of course not. Again, we're here to help and we're here to impact the community. So yes.
Great stuff. Continue doing. And we'll
Time
meet.
for one more question.
There was someone, I think is. Is there another person? Okay, thank you.
And then, could we get the,
Okay, sorry. Then real quick, kind of bouncing off what Miranda said, I think something that would be really valuable is getting this in front of the average audience, right? And I know just to think about mission down, because it sounds like for those people, you have to reach out to them on social media, you have to like find a way to get in front of them. But one of the places to start is like prevention versus like the Band-Aid type solution where you're cleaning up a mess that already exists. If you can get this into schools where you're like talking to the finance classes or service classes, and they can get these workbooks in there, that would be fantastic. Or even better, like with JA BizTown, I think it would be awesome if the schools could have an optional package where it's like you can go to JA BizTown and just do the day, or you can do the day and pay for an upgrade package while all your students walk out with your workbook. Or there's like a component that goes forward. But if you can sell in bulk, you can sell to organizations, it's much easier to make that one bulk sale than have to go and chase each individual customer.
thank you for that. No, I definitely agree with that there. Now, so I've officially started doing workshops this year. January was the first one. All of last year was volunteering. So I volunteered at King High School. I volunteered at Gaither High School, JA, Ryan Neese Foundation, Pinellas County Urban League has a youth group over the summer. So I did get a lot of practice with working with the youth. And I also used to do financial literacy on behalf of a bank I worked for in the past. Why I actually niched down to work with underserved communities in a certain age bracket is because, again, I want to help the people. There are a lot of preventative measures and they're in the schools. But what about the people who've already gone out and experienced life a bit more? I wanted to be able to show that it's not over because I got to a point where it was like, okay, well, you messed up too much. Can you get out of this hole? Yes, you can. So I want to be able to help out, but I am in the school. So I actually have a really good budgeting simulation that I work with the youth when I go to the high schools where we're actually paying bills. We're going through everything. And some of the feedback that I get from the children are like, so this is what my mom is complaining about. She said she don't got it this month. I'm like, yeah, but she budgeted already. And you got this surprise for her. So yes, I am in the school. So any connections to be able to work with the youth, I'm all for it. We have material made.
All right, great. Now, I know we have a lot more questions for Keshia. There'll be plenty of time to do that after the event as we continue to enjoy our coffee from Blind Tiger Coffees. They are one of our sponsors here every week and contribute to the 1 million cups that we're trying to serve around the country at these events. So please recognize Blind Tiger for that. Also, I mentioned earlier, this facility is run by the county, Hillsborough County, and the wonderful team here. So please, people like David and Lynn and Cassidy and so on, Shayla, they do such an amazing job at making this run so well all throughout the week, every month, all year long. So we're very grateful for them. Also, Tori is our social media sponsor. Nonchalant is her business name. I don't believe she's in here today, but please keep her in mind if you have any social media needs for your business. She would love to be able to assist you. And then one really special shout out today. You probably haven't noticed yet, but there are some amazing cookies in the back from Mai at Sweet Moon. Those are her cookies, so thank you so much. Please make sure you introduce yourself to Mai afterwards, and she can tell you a little bit more about her operation. So thank you for being here. All right, now we're going to shift gears a little bit. We're going to do these in lockstep manner. We have two presentations from the students from the CDC Entrepreneurship Youth Group. Tanya, would you like to say, where Tanya? Tanya, would you like to say a couple things about the organization?
Yes. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
First of all, thank you, ECC, for having us back here. This is such an exciting time for us. And we came on the right day because it was meant for us to be in this space with you. So we have tons of connections for you. So beautiful presentation. We really enjoyed it. But we have our students here. This is my 5th year with Alexandria Andrade in the back. She is the workforce program developer supervisor for CDC, and we have a partnership with Career Source of Tampa Bay. And so every year we come together and we bring youth from all over Hillsborough County together. Some of them come in as strangers, but we always leave as family. We go through a 6-week program, and it is split between leadership and entrepreneurship. So shout out to our leadership instructors here today, Shay, Rob. And then we have entrepreneurship, which is myself, Dr. Rainey, and Gregory. I saw him in the back. Oh, he's recording me. Great. Okay. And so we come together for 6 weeks. The first 3 weeks, we talk about financial literacy, the mindset piece. This year, we had an incredible opportunity of integrating AI. And then this is their first week of actually working on their business ideas together. They develop their groups through a personality assessment where they learn about different character traits, teamwork, communication, accountability, attendance, and they have to use those skills to form their own groups. So they've been working hard for the last 2 days to put together their business ideas. So we ask you to cheer them on, encourage them. Our official pitch showcase is July 15th down at HCC eBoard starting at 1 o'clock. You guys are more than welcome to join us to see their final showcase, all right? So let's give it up for, which group is first? YCP.
All right.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This on?
Hold it.
Hold it.
Yeah.
Let's hear
Try to put it on.
Hold that actually. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so. How's everybody doing today?
All right.
All right, we're gonna get started with the presentation. Everybody ready?
Good morning, everyone. We are the creators of Youth Connection Point, and together we are
Building a better generation for tomorrow.
I'm Charlie Young, the CEO of YCP. I am the main leader and I make the goals and objectives for YCP.
Hi, I'm Christine. I am the PDO at YCP. I design and improve activities and programs for YCP, also helping with mentoring skills and opportunities for educational benefits. Hi, my name is Clarice. I'm the CMO. I manage YCP's social media and advertise to reach our community.
Hello, I'm Zeta. I'm the CMO and I help attract our participants and our supporters.
Hello, I'm Sophia. I'm the CFO. I keep track of YCP's money, create budgets, and keep track of expenses.
Hi everyone, I'm Mohammed. I am the CEO of the organization. I make sure every activity and program and everything in the program runs smoothly, and I also work on the practicality of our organization.
Our mission is to create a community where youth has opportunities to become positive leaders. In the future, we see ourselves opening our organization, providing a safe and supportive space for our youth.
We will do this by providing community services to our youth, by providing a safe, supportive space to reduce the involvement in violence. Our community needs us. We will address rising concerns around our youth by making alternatives. Those alternatives will include activities that help our youth skill build. The reason why we wanted to create Youth Connection Point is to solve the growing problem right here in Tampa, which are teen takeovers. By show of hands, who here has heard of teen takeovers?
Not the thing where they get together and just, okay.
If you guys don't know, teen takeovers are unsupervised social spaces that commonly result in violence. Those violences could be verbal altercations, physical altercations, and can result in gun violence.
In the past 6 months, these takeovers have been slowly taking over our community. Just as some of us may know, we had an altercation in Clearwater. We had an altercation where 2 teens got into a shooting out, and 1 teen shot one, leaving in critical condition. Our primary audience for YCP is teenagers ranging from ages 13 through 18. We want these teens to feel like they have a sense of belonging, coming somewhere that they feel safe and can be themselves and make new friends. We also, our secondary audience is also the parents and guardians of these teens. We want them to have the confidence to bring these teens there and have them. Let me say it without it.
You're doing great.
Our secondary audience is the parents and guardians of these teens. We feel like we want the parents to have the confidence to bring these teens places and where they can have the freedom and independence that they deserve.
As you guys know, our industry is fast growing. Our industry is the community services, and it's always in the need of new organizations, new development for our community. As the modern life, we see the teen takeovers happening in our community. For that, there are many organizations like us, the YMCA, the Extreme Youth Support, the Big Brothers and Big Sisters, the Girls Club and the Boys Club. But our program is different and it stands out because we provide low price memberships for everyone. Even for the low income parents, we provide special memberships that they can afford, and they are good for them. And for all of them, we have the same activities for everyone. Everyone is invited to our organization. They can come at any time and they can join any activity, and everyone can do like new skills. Their team can build new skills over the summer. They can play with the technology. They can have their learning skills that they don't learn at the school. They can learn those at our organization. And we have many other stuff. If you guys want to know about, you guys can talk with us.
Our marketing and sales strategies. Our marketing strategies include our flyers that we'll be posting, and as well as our post to Instagram and TikTok. Our sales strategies include the website fees for members who can't make it in person, as well as our membership fees for people that's dropping in. Our funding, we plan to raise $55,000 from donations, sponsors, grants, and fundraising events. We also have a partnership with Brandon Park and Recreation Center.
We know many of you guys in the audience have kids, but when your kids ask to go out somewhere, you want to make sure that they're safe and know that they're safe. Not only does our organization provide safety for your kids, but also provides them with a fun time. We went around and asked teens what do they like to do, and we combined them into 5 main rooms. So I'm going to go over the main 3. The first one is the lounge room, where teens would play board games, arcade games, movie nights, and dancing and everything like that. The second room would be the wellness room, where we would teach students wellness skills, business skills, and youth development skills. The last room would be the academic room, where students will get tutoring, homework help, and study for classes. Because some people during summer, they take online classes, and they can also come down to our academy and we'll help them with that as well.
Thank you
for your time and attention.
Amazing job, guys. Are we gonna squeeze one more in after them, or?
Yeah, it's only a couple questions.
All right, so yeah, while the other team is moving their way up, let's limit it to 2 questions. So let's go ahead.
I already have a question. I just wanted to tell y'all, salute to y'all for doing what y'all doing. There's a lot of kids that stuff like this is not popular, and this is what y'all need to make it more popular. My son is a kid just like y'all. He just turned 18. And he gets judged a lot because he has his braids and he has this, but he's a God-fearing kid just like you kids. And salute to y'all, congratulate yourself, even the courage to get up there. Because people presenting is not as easy to do. You need to everybody get something like that.
Well, then let's go ahead and applaud them out and we'll switch out, all right?
Guys, breathe now.
Great job.
Good job, thank you.
I think they're coming up. Tanya, would you like to introduce the next group?
All right. So thank you so much. I told them they can breathe on the way out. So thank you so much for that comment because it's exactly what we tell them every day. But it's good to hear it again from a community member because they don't always listen to us. They see us every day. So next we have coming up P2G. Give it up for P2G.
Good morning. My name is Cameron. The other day I was with my mom at the gas station and I was helping her pump for gas. And I was just looking around at other people's pumps to see how much they pay for gas. And I had seen this one man pickup truck, he paid over $80 just to fill up his tank, which was 23 gallons. And I got I got a little thought in my head and I decided to research how much would this gas be? And I just thought to myself, how much would this gas be?
Hard to hear you a little bit.
How much would this gas be? It was only a few years ago, so I decided to research, how much would, 23 gallons of gas be in 2020. And I found out it would be half of that. It would be $40 just for 23 gallons of gas. And that's why me and my team, P2G, also known as
Plastic to Gas.
Good morning. My name is Octavian Wiggs, and I'm the CEO of Plastic to Gas, P2G. And I make all the major corporate decisions, and I help where needed in each of my departments. And here is my COO.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Camila. I'm the Chief Operating Officer. I'm the strategic of this operation, and I manage day-to-day operations.
Good morning, I'm Todd Gross. I'm the CFO. I'm in charge of all the financial cash flow inside our business, running it under our CEO.
And hi, my name is Nicole. I'm the product manager. I deal with the product itself, or in our case, I deal with the process of turning plastic to fuel. And I create the blueprint and all the way up to distributing the product itself.
My name is Cameron. I'm the marketing lead. I make sure that our product gets seen by people so that people get interested into what we have to sell.
The three major problems that we are tackling: we are prioritizing gasoline, we are eliminating plastic waste, and we are reducing fuel inflation.
At P2G, our vision is to become global wide world leaders that turn waste into energy, cleaning up the environment.
Here at P2G, our mission is to turn non-biodegradable plastic and turn it into gasoline.
So let's talk about the process itself. You see over here, our machine is called a plastic paralysis machine. It takes specific plastic, which you want to know a few. The polyethylene plastic, which is found in plastic bags, bottles, packaging films, and also polystyrene, foam plastics, disposable tableware, and packaging. We take the plastic and we shred it and filter it out to make sure that we only get the good plastic that we can use for gas. Next, it goes through thermocracking in a vacuum, which to turn the plastic chemicals into organic chemicals that makes gas. Then next goes to condensation, because it just went through a bunch of heat. We're gonna have to cool that down, right? And so after that, we get hard crude oil, which we cannot use for gas. You guys probably know that. So then we have to refine it back to fuel, which we can actually use to run cars. And just to give you an FYI, plastic that we cannot take, unfortunately, is specific beverage bottles and food packaging. So you would have to figure out, because there is indeed some food packaging that we can take, and anything used to build your homes, floors and pipes, we unfortunately cannot take that.
Now, for our services, we'll be partnering with manufacturer plants, tipping them for their hard to recycle plastic that they give us. We'll also be partnering with the local city and government to clear the landfills of plastic and giving back to the community. For when you come to us, bringing your plastic to us, we'll also give you rewards.
Over the past 5 years, plastic to gas has increased in the interest of our customers. Many of the target audience are drivers who need to pay gas but may not always afford it. There is also environmentalists who are willing to give us plastic waste.
We plan to sell locally in Florida, knowing that many of our competitors are indeed in the north. And we also plan, and knowing that more low-income families live in the south than in the north, we actually are hitting our targeted audience, which we plan to make affordable gasoline. Our competitor is a huge one, Julian Brown. If you don't know him, he's big on Instagram. And although he does have this business out, he is only a nonprofit. And he doesn't really explain what the machine is. I mean, I could easily tell you what the machine is in simple steps. He's talking like a scientist, you know. What are you gonna buy why would you buy a business if you don't know anything about it? You know what I mean? Also, and we also found that there's 50 to 70 established companies that actually use the plastic process technology that we use. But to put it in simple terms, only a fraction of them actually are at a commercial scale, and almost none of them actually serve their local community. So unlike them, we're gonna actually do that.
Now, with our budget will be 300,000. We'll use 31% on the mobile processing equipment, 10% for the permits and environmental fees, and 27% for the initial power and working company. We'll be selling our gas for $2.62 per gallon.
Some cheap gas.
On to our marketing strategy. We have decided to use the cheapest and easiest way to get our product out there and seen, which is social media, such as TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Going back to our rewards program, for every pound of plastic that you give us, it will lead up to you getting a free gallon of gas for, your vehicles.
Another fantastic job. Let's offer up another token or two. Walter, do you have anything to make there?
Absolutely. So I want to say to both teams, this was awesome of you guys to do this. I mean, you will not realize this till later, if you realize it a little bit now. But a couple small things to consider. One, keep practicing the same presentations over and over. I'm not sure what the plan is. How many weeks is this camp?
We have, it's a total of 6 weeks, so we have about two more weeks left. But they've only been working on it for 2 days.
That's, yes.
Yeah.
Well, that is awesome. So what's gonna happen, hopefully, is that you guys, are they gonna continue to refine the same ideas?
Yes, every day.
So you're gonna keep refining it. I guarantee you, in the last week, you guys are gonna come back and present that, be totally different. So be open to continuing to pivot, and the ideas are gonna shape, be flexible with each other. You might even change positions in the future. There's gonna be things to consider with example for you guys. There might be a business to business aspect of what you guys are doing. That might be allow you guys to scale a little bit faster than going direct to me. Because you still got to prove to the market, there's some customer education that's gonna have to take place to say, hey, this plastic to gas, yes, it will work, it's not gonna ruin your car. There's a whole bunch of other things, but you guys are on the right track. To the guys on the first one, I think, are you guys a nonprofit? There's gonna be things to consider. Do you want to continue to be a nonprofit, or do you want to mix and match with the nonprofit, for profit, for benefit? There's a whole lot of things to just keep researching, keep looking into other options, and keep practicing and keep doing it, and then consider mixing and matching the positions, so everybody gets a chance to rotate being a CEO, CFO, COO. So you all get a little taste of that experience, even if you don't like it, just try it just for you can, just consider it something to consider.
Yeah, excellent. And then, thank you guys so much. All right, let's clap them off. Amazing jobs. Perhaps we can get on the ECC newsletter the time and place again for the day of presentations at HCC Ebor. And maybe some of us could go and support all of them, because I think you all are going to be presenting that day, so that'll be exciting. And just to shout out, Cameron, you might want to update your profile pic. That was all right, fantastic. So this was really a really fun day. If you leave here uninspired, you're doing it wrong, folks, because this was amazing. Thank you to Keshia. Thank you for this for your organization, the CDC Entrepreneurship Youth Group that came through here. Thank you guys for being a part of this. This was really special. The day's not over. We have some coffee to crush out here. But David, we have a line of events coming up. What are they?
Yeah, I got some events here on the board. I'm not going to go through all of them because I want to make sure you all get to networking and, there's a lot of people here, a lot of people to talk to, make those connections. So someone want to highlight, obviously at 10:30 is Cigar City Toastmasters. Walter, what is that?
Absolutely. If you're looking to improve your communications and leadership skills, that's what my Toastmasters is designed to do. For those of you guys have a job and you can't just hang out at summer camp for a week, we come here once every first and third week, right after one mugging comes. And it's a great place for a great group and work through.
Thank you, Walter. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. we have How to Sell Your So with Shane. Shane, what is that?
Oh, yeah. So once a month, I love to do this workshop, How to Sell When You Hate to Sell. It's for those of us that now are entrepreneurs, are going to be an entrepreneur, and realize we're in it for a passion and to serve, but then we also have to wear that hat of selling. And it might not be what we love to do, might not be comfortable doing it. This is a process that simplifies it and makes it more comfortable if you're like me, introverted, socially awkward, etc. So I'd love to have you come in tomorrow at 10.
Thank you, Shane. And then next week after Moonlight Cups, we have Extra Jolt. We have Generational Wealth and Wellness. Chuck Davis, who was here presenting a couple weeks ago, will be teaching that class. So please come and support him. Give him feedback. Let him know he wants to know what you like about it, what you don't like, what he can change up. Any type of feedback would help him out. And I'm not going to go through the rest. If you have any questions on any of these or anything that's on the calendar,
I feel this is very appropriate for this audience. It's not until July 16th, so it's not on the graphic up there, but on July 16th at 12 o'clock, we have a free workshop, Want to Be a Millionaire, What I Wish I Had Learned as a Teenager. And that's being hosted by SCORE. So stop on by.
Thank you, Lynn. Again, any questions on these, you can talk to me, you can talk to Shayla up at the front. Any of the staff here, we can help you out with that. So.
And let me just give it, I didn't think to do this yet. This takes a village, right? You can see this coordination going on here. Felt like we're like Nickelodeon routine going on. So just a shout out to all the organizers, Miranda, Julia, who also brings in the coffee, Walter, Josh, Pamela, Kate is here. Hi, Kate. Tori, Lynn, you heard from Cassidy, David, all helped make this happen. So thank you guys for being back. We would love to see you up here. So if you're interested in applying to present, please visit 1millioncupscom/Tampa. There's an application there. You do not get up here cold. Well, kudos to the teams that did get up here cold. But as Keshia knows, we'll walk you through your presentation a week or so ahead of time to help you refine it. So I encourage you, please go to that website, apply, and we'd love to have you up here. So.
And then one last thing, one of our key partners, SVDC Consulting, Sean here.
Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Sean Ferguson. I'm a business consultant. And if anyone is interested in learning more about the entrepreneur journey, we have a team of consultants looking forward to helping you. And I want to mention a couple workshops. There's a workshop next week, speaking of finance, bookkeeping basics. It's going to be here Tuesday at 10 a.m. And virtually online next Wednesday is going to be the benefits of a small business enterprise registration. So if you have any questions about any of those, please let me know.
Sean, how much do those workshops cost?
Those are offered at no cost.
Thank you. Let's get to networking, everybody. Thank you for coming in today. Good.
Shout out to